How are you still alive?
No, I didn't eat it. I ran into it, you know?
Oh, I see.
Welcome to Sihonovan, where all we do is talk about peeps.
Alright, fucking recording started.
We're not even we're not even recording, I think.
Nope.
We
I
are.
just started recording.
Red,
Okay.
Red already started the recording.
Welcome to Sihonovan, where all we do is talk about peeps.
Here it comes.
Cock and ball
Alright.
torture.
There we go.
Like, now that the recording has started, is there anything you want to say?
Nah.
Justin, you are a wonderful human
Actually,
being
wait.
that is-
Chasers are for little bitches.
At all.
Everyone who
Wait, what
uses
did
a
he say?
chaser, the chasers are for little bitches. Everyone who uses a chaser is a little bitch. Just saying.
You're a little bitch.
Yeah, that's because
Except I'm not, though.
You don't need a chaser. You take 2 sips of whatever you're drinking, you're good to go.
Nope,
saying no
not
chaser.
anymore.
Really?
Oh my god, I grew an alcohol tolerance.
Yeah,
I
literally,
gained
roll that.
weight. I was literally like 70 pounds the last time I had alcohol.
Now what? You're
But
72
you're still
pounds?
4'8", right?
I'm not 4'8". I'm 4'10".
Oh, those 2
You're
inches.
sort of the Mavis.
Oh, those 2
So-
inches.
They're very important, you guys. We have to.
They're the
pay
only
attention
2
to
inches I
those.
got.
Same here, buddy.
Anyway, how about you do the recap, Mr. Funny Man?
Alright, what happened last time? These guys left the, the festival. They were festivaling around, messing around with some goblins. They were on the road back, and then, who would have guessed it? That one bitch in the sky pops down, right? Okay, I need you guys to kill someone. And then they go into the forest, they fight some crazy blood golem, and then, oh my god, big surprise, Andre. And he's hanging out with this like rando in a basement somewhere. Then we had some toast and talked about things. And there was a second where Henry was possessed and started like jumping off the walls and shit. That was fun.
He didn't jump off the walls and shit. That's not what happened.
I was floating. That's how I imagined it.
You were floating.
I was floating.
You were floating.
And Mavis came back. Finally, I say that as Justin. Finally, Mavis and Kate came back, but
I love the
when it comes to Henry, not very happy. Yeah,
I love the clarification that you're speaking as Justin.
I'm speaking as Justin here, not as Henry. Henry was not as excited about that fact.
Yeah, Justin loves Mavis. Henri hates her.
Yeah, exactly.
Would kill her if he didn't marry her granddaughter.
And then what? We buried some bodies, and I think we made it back to the city. Henry received yet another rejection letter. Actually, like 2 of them, as well.
Damn. We can't fucking win.
I can't win.
It's
That's
the
about it. I don't know
pandemic
if I
all
left
over
anything
again.
out.
Bro,
you had a
that's
few
so moved.
decent references, you would get hired more.
I don't know who I would put down as a Actually, Henry does not know who we put down as a reference.
It's funny. You
Maybe
could probably put down
you're right.
You could probably put down Ember as a reference. Go well.
I'm sorry. Wait. I love the idea of this. Like, here's this like random 22-year-old I know or something, right? How old is?
Who's this random 22-year-old that definitely knows what she's doing?
To be
Dude.
fair, Ember knows a weird amount of people.
He's like,
Which
how
is hysterical.
do you know this person? Oh, I knew them back when they were 12. They'll tell you I'm a pretty chill guy.
Looks angry, literally 99.9% of the time. Yeah, super chill. It's not like
but,
Ember isn't really mad at you right now or nothing.
No, never.
Don't see me.
Yeah, I think we have like a week left in the holiday or something, right?
Yeah, we have been going. It feels like this holiday has taken months.
You know?
At the very least, a couple of weeks.
Very least. Yeah.
Anyway, that is essentially what happened last time. Mostly everyone is back in Nova Ether. And you do have about another week or so of the holiday left. So Ember went to Little Light to check in with Donovan Shadowquick, who is the current head of the Monastery of Lathander and Little Light. Did try to do some research. Addie it was revealed through Addie that she will be going to the Archmage for learn how to enchant things, and Henry got his rejection letters. Mavis sent out a letter to a very certain someone, and Bill, Jean, you left early last session.
I ate beef, and
Fucking died.
oof, I was.
What kind of beef was that?
I just don't eat red meat or beef that much, so my body went, we're now going to fucking die.
Oh, damn.
Had a very bad reaction to
Mood.
eating meat he doesn't normally eat.
Ah, okay, alright. Makes sense. So if someone wants to take you out, they just gotta put a steak in front of you?
Yeah, basically.
So,
Top for you.
Till, we did not get to do. We'll start with you, actually. If everyone's ready, got their snacks, got their chippies, their
Dinner.
waters.
I've got a banana and some Peeps and some Girl Scout cookies.
Fuck.
I got a
I also have some Girl Scout
I got a
cookies.
pretzel.
I
Pretzels.
have
Got
a
ramen.
lukewarm Diet Pepsi.
Jean, Till, sorry. We're going to start with you. Y'all still, it is day 149, and the holiday officially ends on day 157. So you still have another week and a half left to do basically anything that you are gonna want to try and do. What is Till doing while in Nova Ether?
What the fuck is Till doing? So I mean, all of the I guess it's one of those things of now that I have a bone to chew, I'm very much like, so you see,
Exactly.
I'm gonna fucking start doing that research on the weird ass blood now. Even more so. Now that I know it's possessed Henri in some weird way.
Sure, possession's a word for it.
I don't have a fucking word. I don't know what to call it. What the fuck do you call it?
Teehee.
Oh yeah,
Session's good.
Henri's sword talked to him.
Oh yes, Henri's sword
Oh yeah,
also
I
talks.
forgot about
Yeah,
that in the recap.
some left. Some people left before.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know Kate left.
Yeah, there was a voice coming
How
out of
have
the
you
sword.
not seen me?
I forgot that in the recap.
Yeah,
Henry
Henri's
talked to
sword
the sword a little bit.
Yeah.
And his penis?
Nah.
Hard to
What?
That's
No.
all in order.
Henri's penis started talking to him.
Yeah, you know.
Just casual like.
I was gonna say something, but I can't say it while we're recording. I can't.
You can.
What is it?
Nope. I'll say it after the recording.
We've said so much worse on
Yeah, what?
camera already.
Yeah, seriously.
and I
I'm
will
sorry,
not.
if I became... Sorry, go ahead.
We have said a lot of things on recording, and I will not be adding on to that. Henri's sword
Yeah,
did
coward.
talk to him.
Coward.
Yep. Henri's sword did talk to him.
You
and they
use
had a
chasers.
I don't use chasers. I'm not a little bitch. I'm a coward, but not a little bitch.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yes. And it said some stuff, and Henri said some stuff back to it, and Till.
Yes.
Till. You said you
I-
wanted to do more research on whatever the fuck happened with Henri.
I'm gonna start a lot broader. I'm gonna do the good old research thing. Instead of looking for things that benefit my hypothesis, I'm going to, in fact, look for things in general just our spicy blood.
On spicy
That's a
blood.
spicy blood.
Okie dokie. Don't mind me. I'm just rolling dice for like sensory stuff. So you do have access to all of Sihonovan's libraries.
No, I don't.
Castle
I got told
Dalen.
directly, don't.
No, those were the archives, not the libraries.
Oh.
So you
Books,
tried going to the
books,
archivists first, but
Yeah,
you did not
they
try search.
got all the old shit.
Was that?
I'm mumbling. Continue.
Yes, so you have access to Castle Dalen libraries, Nova Ether libraries, and some stuff as champion that you wouldn't have access to if you were just a regular patron of these libraries. So you do have a far more expansive. What's the word I'm looking for? Just had it. You have more options, basically. Way more options than the average person.
That's great.
So where do you begin? You just go to which library do you go to? Because there's the university libraries, there's the Castle Dalen library.
I'm going to start with. I'm not sure. Which one has the least amount of information? Like in purely mass quantity volume, like volume of books. Which one has the least?
Okay, let me roll a dice. Hold on.
Because I'll go to the one that has the least amount of things.
Just gonna roll a dice on that. The libraries at the Nova Ether universities would have the least amount of books.
Okay. I'm gonna go there first.
So, you can go there. You just go to, I'm assuming, the Wizarding College, one of the Wizarding universities. It is the head one in Nova Ether, the top one in Nova Ether, I should say, where most of the guards actually get their wizarding training done at before they make it into the rotation full-time. And you already know him fairly well as a champion Sihonovan thanks to the banquet that was held, and you don't really have much resistance getting in, and you do some research. Go ahead and roll me a...
Oh shit, I need D&D Beyond open. I completely blanked. What am I rolling?
history.
Okay, I know that's plus 11. Oh dear. That's 18. With a plus 11. I got a 7, and then plus 11. For an 18. I got an 18. That's not great.
Yes, and you're looking for blood hunter stuff, right?
I'm just looking for funky blood.
But you do
Like,
find something.
Like, legitimately, I'm just looking for things that would qualify as funky blood.
So you do find some things, but it's not exactly what you're looking for. You find a book on spell components. And it's telling you that the more magical a creature's blood is, the more potent the spell will be. You witness this, you all witnessed this yourselves when you brought back the Droghorn and Trailerine took the magic from inside of it using that very complicated spell circle with the Pegasus blood. So there, you don't find much on funky blood other than Pegasus blood and the blood of, say, fey creatures like unicorns and satyrs are very powerful, but ultimately it's going to be hard actually getting this in the first place. Pegasus blood was donated, of course. And you do see stuff like taking blood from dead corpse is extremely useful for certain necrotic spells. Blood from ogres and trolls is basically just like taking regular old human blood, if not worse, so don't bother with that. Things like that. Just find a lot on spell components and blood.
Okay. Next step, if I can have another step.
Yeah, you can, let's see. I said the Universities of Nova Ether, Castle Dalen, and the public libraries.
I
Nova
will
Ether as well.
go. I'll go for the next least amount of things. Purely because otherwise, that's a lot of fucking volume to look through. You know, like, that's a
That
lot
would be
of
Castle
shit.
Dalen. That would have the least. I mean,
Yeah.
the next least.
Yeah, I'll go to Castle Dalen next. And I'm narrowing my search a bit to, what am I narrowing it down? To, people with, like, cursed blood, essentially.
So you do find. Roll me another history check.
Okay. Uh, 21.
1. So, you do find more things on cursed blood. And it mostly talks about lycanthropy and vampirism and things like that. Things that you don't really things that you aren't looking for. But there is one thing that you find that piques your interest. And you don't really even see it at first. You're going through the volumes, just kind of picking up whatever looks interesting, and when you pick up a book, you barely even catch it. It almost escapes your vision. You see a little pamphlet behind the book that you just took, and curious, of course, you take it out. And this pamphlet is old. The parchment is yellowing and curling at the edges. It looks water stained and oil stained here and there, but the ink has been preserved through and through, and you can read it quite well. And it talks of how warlocks used to be in abundance in Sihonovan. One of the things in the flavor text is that there's not as many warlocks in Sihonovan as there are other classes, just because warlocks used to be more in abundance, but some 20 odd years ago, people just stopped being them for reasons that no one can really understand. It was mostly attributed to the war, but, you know, things happen. And it says that warlocks were cursed. And the curse that they had needed to be brought down with righteous blades and blood of white. And that's kind of all that you can really glean from it. It was a very short pamphlet, but that was apparently the entire spiel.
Damn.
To remind myself, when I was looking into, you know, the fucker with the name,
Alpha Stan.
Alpha Stan.
Ass man.
Ass man.
Wasn't he technically a cleric? Not cleric, a warlock?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just curious.
But that's what you find. You try going into some other you try getting some access to some other books, and it looks like they're kind of under some sort of lock and key. And when you go to ask a librarian about them, librarian's like, "Oh, my apologies. I know you're a champion, but we're under extremely strict orders that those are off limits, you see."
Of course they are.
Oh, if I thought they were under lock and key, how visible are they from where like anyone would be looking?
I'm not gonna. They're not too visible, but you want to roll me a quick Arcana check?
Yeah, sure. Eesh. 23.
You can tell that this is magic.
Yeah, okay. I
Magical lock and very magical lock and key.
Okay.
Then that's when I would have noticed, gone, okay, I can't pick this lock, and then I would have asked, and I'd be like, God.
Yeah, very magical lock and key. 23. You can you can discern that there's at least one alarm spell on it. At least one.
Yeah.
How much space is there? Is it like fully like?
I guess what does this lock and key situation look like? Because can I see the books?
No, you cannot.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was maybe a glass case or something.
It's like it's not behind like a glass case. It's like in a separate room of the library that you have access to, but has its own sub-librarian as well. And like the books, it's like a smaller room in the library, almost like a study, but there's a librarian in there, and with some other of like the forbidden text, but the text that regular people and regular like people in the castle don't have access to, but you have access to as a champion. But a wall is dedicated like with like a just think of it as a regular bookshelf, but it has like those. But it has like a wooden like shutter in front of it, kind of like in the city when they have to shutter their like storefronts.
Yeah.
And the library, and it's in full view of the room, and the librarian is there.
Damn. Okay. If it was like a separate room, I'd just teleport in. But if there's a whole ass. Okay. I'm gonna note it down. Break and enter later, maybe. And if I have time, I will go to like the public library, whatever was left of like that stuff.
You don't find much in the public one.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, quick before I leave Castle Dalen. So obviously, blood got me to warlocks. Is there and that's a different fucking Dewey Decimal System area. If I go start looking for the history of warlocks, Warlocks 101, how to become a warlock.
Warlocks for dummies.
Yeah, warlocks for dummies, like Henri.
The do's and don'ts of contacting an eldritch being.
Yeah,
Do sacrifice.
I'm essentially like, okay, so something happened that led to warlocks not being in here. What happened? Let's find out. A 1, a 2.
And
Oh, fuck you.
Do and
Y'all hear that?
Patrons, he de-ages you.
Can y'all hear the
Yeah.
marimbas?
Hear the what?
How to become a warlock. Step
Marimbas?
1, start looking into warlock packs.
I like the
Oh,
idea.
can y'all
that the
hear
section
this?
is-
No,
Yes.
No, I don't think we can.
Okay, perfect. I have, you know the Humble Bundle on itch.io, like the one for Ukraine, racial equality and whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I
Vaguely, yes.
bought those, and one of them had an app called Sound Typist, where it's little sounds every time you type on the laptop, and I'm in love with it, but I was worried that y'all would be able to hear me type.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I don't hear it.
Also, Justin, check our DMs.
It's only mildly concerning when the DM commands you.
Mm.
It's gonna be fine. Y'all are fine.
Banish him to the Shadow Realm while we have a chance. You good?
Yep, just drop my phone.
Okie dokie. So you want to look up how to become a Warlock 101 and history of warlocks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You go to Nova Ether public library.
I'm doing this in Castle Dalen, so if it has... I'm doing this in Castle Dalen first because I'm there already.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Let me
Yeah.
just get my dice out really quick.
Yeah, I'm basically going, okay, cool. Cursed blood, stuck here. Time to wiggle my wiki fucking...
Deep dive an ass.
Wiki know-how.
Well, that, but it's the game where you're like, how many clicks does it take to get from, say,
Oh, yeah.
World War II to My Little Pony type thing?
What?
I've
Dude,
seen those.
that's a thing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Apple
it-
Jack
domino
War.
thing?
It's how many clicks of like from the different links of like, because you know in Wiki they like link to other Wiki articles. So
Uh-huh.
it's like,
If you start on the
So-
wiki article about World War II,
But,
how many...
Gene,
clicks
I'm
does
going
it
to
take get-
interrupt you there.
Sorry.
So, in the Castle Dalen library, you get a few books, and you look into the history of warlocks. Warlocks. The DM has to make something up on the fly really quick. I didn't expect this. Warlocks of Sihonovan, of course, originated just like any other class and race. Mistra, people who were the wizards and warlocks have existed just as long as wizards have, as long as monks of Lathander and not champions, and clerics and paladins of Saloon. And fuck. They are seen as lesser because instead of devoting themselves like a paladin would, or studying it like a wizard would, or even being born into it as unfair as that is, as a sorcerer would, warlocks, their pacts have been seen as less desirable. Why make a pact when you can study, when you can devote yourself, when you can pledge and align
But you
yourself with a
see,
god?
pledging yourself means
These are
you get a...
rhetorical questions. And as you're looking through like the history of warlocks and how to become a warlock, it's mostly, hey, sometimes you don't get to choose to be a warlock. The warlock life chooses you. The gods have their sights set on you for the reason they do, and because of that, sometimes what you basically glean is that wizards and other magic casters grow jealous, whereas wizards have to study and paladins devote themselves, warlocks are chosen, but being chosen, they become arrogant, and that hubris ultimately leads to their downfall. And while you're checking around, a human walks up to you, and they say, "Oh, did you need help with anything? I see you're looking at our materials for warlocks. Did you need help with finding anything else?"
Yeah, you see, like, one of my...
They're part of the
childhood-
library staff. I should mention that. They are part of the
Yeah.
staff of the library.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, one of my, like, childhood friends is kind of being a bit stupid and is trying really hard to get, like, the attention of a patron. So I'm trying to find as much as I can, so that way I've tried talking them out of it, I can't. I want to do my best to get as much knowledge, so that way they don't, like, make a bad deal if something happens. They're not stupid. They're like, oh, I'll drink weird concoctions and get powers like that. I'll mess with my blood and do stuff like that. I'll jump off a cliff. So I'm just trying to do my best to help. Do you have any, like, do's and don'ts of warlocking, or do's and don'ts of self-made blood magic?
Marcus would do all those things.
Marcus probably
Yes.
did all of those.
Yes.
I can't
What do you
comment as
think
the
Bill is talking about?
I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to say it before, but if there was Warlocks for Dummies thing and there was a section of don'ts, it would be like an illustration of like Marcus, but in different situations. He's on fire now. He's getting eaten by sharks, strangled by tentacles. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So many dumb ways to pack.
Act.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just like, so I'm trying to find ways to like. They're convinced that like messing with their blood is going to help them somehow, and that just sounds really unhygienic. So I'm trying to find as much as I can to like, if not like talk them out of it, because I've tried. Doing what I can to be really supportive from the outside and make sure they don't die.
Interesting. I see.
I'm like smiling, like fluttering my eyelashes at them, like I am completely innocent. What are you talking about?
Let me roll the dice really quick.
Please be kind to me, Dice. I'm doing my best.
I see.
Perfect.
I've had a rough week.
Yeah.
me.
Sure.
And maybe
My
the
dad
person
was in the
hasn't
emergency
heard the
room
news
from a
about
heart
the
attack. I would like to have a
champions.
good, funny dice roll.
I got a good dice roll. Don't worry about it.
But is it good for
Anyway.
me, Ike?
Only
Anyway.
time will tell.
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that.
Is
They
it
say,
Bruno?
"Oh, I can blood. That sounds very pointed. They're messing
Dangerous,
with blood
stupid.
magic."
I told them not to, but they're convinced. They're like, oh, the old wives' tales, blood's thicker than water. They'll do such and such. The type, like, they swear there's like a way you can tell people by their type of blood, like their whole personality. It's really weird. So I'm just trying to find as much as I can to like make sure they stay safe. And I didn't really want to go like perusing the black market of books. So I thought I'd come to the library.
Wow, Till, that's really type AB positive of you.
What is a negative thing for you to say, Red? Dissing people based on their blood type? Wow.
That's such a Sagittarius thing.
Huh. The human, they're like, huh. Well, there is some how-to warlock books. I can't recommend them though. You seem like a very young and well-rounded fellow. I cannot recommend going into the warlock business. If
Oh,
anything,
I'm not. I'm trying to. The how-to is more. You
Oh,
know
yes,
how you're like the
yes.
supportive friend on the side where you know more, but they won't listen to you, so you have to frame it like it's their idea.
Yes.
To
Well,
do that, I do
tell
have
your
to know
friend.
things.
Tell your friend that I cannot possibly recommend becoming a warlock.
I've
Um,
tried. I've tried.
Let me get you something. And they scamper off, and a few minutes later they come back and it's like, it's a self-help pamphlet. You guys, you gotta let me get through this. You gotta let me
Sorry,
get
that's
through
just
this.
so funny.
You gotta let me
So,
get through
you
this.
sold your soul to a demon. What are you gonna do
What
next?
now?
Sorry, Ike.
Captain America shows up in a PSA video.
Kate.
Okay, guys.
It is a it's more of a your friend is going into warlock business and you're trying to talk them out of it. There are several cons to becoming a warlock. And honestly, a wizard or even a bard is a much safer
Damn.
choice.
Damn right to his face.
Damn.
Never
I
thought a
thought this
bard
would
would be a safe choice.
What?
Certainly not safe sex. I take the pamphlet and I'm like, yeah, those on I'd suggest if he try to be a bard, but he has no ear for music, so he has no eye for study, and he's trying to sleep his way to the top. I'm so concerned for him. Do you have any, I guess, less warlock books and more medicine on like on making sure like the blood my friend's gonna probably try to drink isn't like diseased or something?
An insight check.
Okay. Please be kind. Please be kind. I've had a shit past week and a bit. Please be kind to me, Moss Dice. You were shit to me, Moss Dice. I'm using my inspiration and I'm rolling something else.
Do you know how weird it is to hear Moss Dice? And like, oh, okay.
I was tempted to be like, wow, Moss, how could you do this to him?
Come on. How could you?
The rainbow dice came through.
Yeah!
The rainbow dice came through. A natural 23.
Yes,
23.
please.
I only have a +3 to insight, but 23.
Yay.
You see their face twitch. And they say, I don't believe we have anything like that.
Oh, well, the medical field is really, really lacking in that knowledge then.
If medical advice is what you seek, I would suggest go asking a cleric
Oh,
or a doctor.
It's more like the science. I'm not looking for like the tech poisons or anything. Okay, real quick, with my 23 insight, how wise is this person?
How wise? You want to know how wise they were?
How wise is this person?
On a scale of dumb as a rock.
Some brick
20.
to
I mean,
Tilda.
if you're looking for how wise they are, they look moderately wise.
do they look like they have magical protection on them?
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Are you saying
what
that
type
just
of spell are you trying to cast?
so? How many people are in this room that like, would see?
What are you trying to cast?
Well, I'm not gonna cast it if it's going to have more than one witness.
You're in Castle Dalen Library. There's a lot of people.
In this specific area where I am, I would have found a quiet little nook.
You didn't say that because, in my mind, you were just at a table in the open.
Why would I do that?
Gotta specify because your illustrious DM will not know that.
To be
That's-
fair, if he's looking up like suspicious shit,
Just looking up blood.
How to be a warlock isn't suspicious, though.
It kind of is. If warlocks are generally not liked, okay, but if warlocks are not liked in like and looked down on, one, also I'm not disguising myself. I'm just myself. I sure as shit don't want some bum-ass fucking noble seeing me, but I didn't specify it, so that's my bad. At the very least, I wouldn't be in the center of the room. But if I'm not off in a little nook, I'd be at least, like, the corner, like, the pressed against the wall.
I'm gonna say there is at least one person in the vicinity, but they aren't paying attention.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are they they're a human. You said they were a human.
oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. So here's my question.
Let them cook.
So here's my thing. I wanted to possibly mass suggestion, but just as one person. Because it's just verbal and material components, and it's a reaction, or it's not a reaction. It's a verbal and material component, and so you see.
So you see.
And it was basically if
they, with my insight, did not look like they would have a high chance, because it doesn't say that they know that I did it to them. Like, it doesn't say that they know.
They
For
wouldn't
suggestion?
know. Yeah.
No, mass suggestion they don't. It doesn't specifically say they know. Or don't know. So I guess it's, do you hide it?
What are you trying to ask?
I'm basically just, it would be like the suggestion would have been, if I guess it would have been a following along that train of thought of, okay, they've made a face at the blood testing. It would, because it's a short, sound reasonable, short, like, sentences or something. It would have just been like, I really want to know, like, it's just pure academic curiosity and concern for my friend. And you seem to be really smart with all of that. So I think you really do want to tell me more about what either the
And
books
what's
you know
the
or
saving
something.
throw?
That's a wisdom. 17.
Are you gonna cast it?
But like that's my question. Is I'm asking with the insight. I don't need a number. I'm just like, does Hill, the level 11 bard at this point, recognize someone might be a little more resistant to it or not?
It looked moderately resistant to it.
Hill is poor impulse control. They do it,
Okay.
and it's just within range that can see or hear. But I'm only doing this one person. Like I'm, and it's just verbal and material. So I'm purely just like in my pocket, like crushing up a bit of the snake tongue I have, and then just speaking my sentence.
Okay, so
It's not
is
somatic.
a 17. So let me roll that really quick.
Please, dice.
And, ooh,
please.
I got a 17 exactly. Shit.
Oh. Why are the dice so mean to me?
And they say, actually, I don't believe I do want to tell you.
Okay.
They look at, shit, does Sihonovan have clocks? They pull out a pocket watch, open it up, and say, "Oh dear, my break is coming up soon. Please ask one of my colleagues if you need anything else. But I must be going. I must be going now. Thank you."
God damn it. I will never have a mass suggestion work, ever. Ever.
I straight up rolled a 17. I'm so sorry. I had something planned if if I failed, but
sad. I've had a shit week. And the dice are mean. That's fine. Till will take their leave. Actually, how old is that dude? How old is that human? And did he have a wedding ring?
Oh, yo!
Do
what
it!
the fuck are you talking about?
When all else failed.
Seduction!
I'm going to seduce this man to get what I want at this point. He has a coming up.
No!
Yes!
Oh my god, he was like it is 30. And no, he wasn't wearing a wedding ring.
Well, I'm gonna sure as shit do my best.
I cannot believe this.
Talking about your quote
Till-
unquote
till-
friend
till-
wants to sleep his way to the top.
I'm already at the top. I don't need to sleep my way there.
Oh my
MVP of this team,
MVP.
willing to take it all for the team.
Let the bard be the bard.
I'm sorry. I love the extent this Till has gone to like put their nose in this stuff to the point that they're like, the 30-year-old man I just met. I need to sleep with him for information.
I said he was 30. I said he was 30. Also, now it's purely beyond, like, oh, I don't trust Henri. And now it's the, what the fuck's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know an answer.
Oh,
No one's
man.
telling me shit. Henri can't tell me shit.
No, I respect how driven Till is. I feel like I can also be obsessed with trying to find something, but my line would be, all right. In order for me to get this information out to sleep with this 30-year-old dude, I'm gonna stop here.
I mean, I do it with Jen's permission.
Yeah.
That's the
Funny.
concern.
This is
That's the
funny.
concern.
I mean, it was like if someone offered me like free top surgery to sleep with them, like Jen would smack me if I didn't take it.
I'm gonna be honest. If someone was like, "Hey, free quality top surgery, you just gotta sleep with me for the night," I'd be like, "Yeah."
I love how you made sure to say quality.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we don't want shit.
Yeah, there's
there's some
stories of people.
There's some
getting fucked
sketchy
up.
fucking doctors out there.
Before we go on with this, we're gonna swoop back to the others.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
We will pick this up later in the session.
I gotta know if
Uh,
Till hits that librarian with the Riz. I need to.
We'll find out when we come back.
Riz
Just
alert.
remember, it's
Kate
Star
can tell
Wars
you, I
all
flirt.
over again.
Kate can tell you, I fucking go for it when I
Yeah.
flirt as a character.
When he
Speaking
wants
of-
information, he gets it no matter the cost.
I'm glad Till's on our team.
You can flirt in character. In person, you're very shy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, Annie, we're
Sorry,
going to
Ike.
you.
Oh god, okay.
Sorry, Ike.
You're fine.
Given Ike,
We're going
given
to
Ike some
Annie.
gray hairs dealing with our bullshit.
For real, though.
Continue. Yes. I wanted to
Um,
go to college, which I
Yes.
don't want to do IRL.
Food.
So, as a champion Sihonovan, that you are already expected to know, as a wizard, you are already expected to know quite a bit about wizardry and stuff like that. So you are immediately put into the higher level classes for enchantment.
Yeah.
In the lower classes, you usually do things like, make a marble magical and things like that to just make it float and do simple stuff. This is the big boy classes where people are actively making magic items for their final projects in their school. And now you are a part of that.
I also
Um,
wanted to learn other spells to put into my spell book. If that is,
You can also do that. You are at college.
fuck you.
And more than that, you are kind of having one-on-one time with the teachers that have stayed, because it is still technically the holiday, and they don't have technical classes, but they do have some teachers that decided to stay and teach some of the kids who are on the accelerated track, things like that. So you're in those classes, and you are learning. What spells did you want to learn again?
Oh, so many.
Oh yeah, we have a Google Doc for it, don't we?
Yeah, I'll copy a link and resend it to you, and I'm putting it in the Addy private channel.
Okay.
So you should have access to it. Yep, anyone with link. And you just need to scroll down past my notes. You will see all of the highlighted. I highlighted the spells I wanted. They're color coded, you guys.
Nice. Extremely fair.
In terms of priority.
Bonus amount of
Let's
play.
see.
No, I need this shit.
I need it.
So most of the green ones you can learn relatively easy. They are some of the spells that some of the professors are actually surprised that you don't already know. Things like levitate, feather fall, hold person, spider climb. Those are the remove curse. Those are very basic spells that most wizards learn by their third semester in college.
I had an unusual upbringing. It didn't
Yeah,
really
they
require
don't
those
question-
spells.
They don't question it They don't question it. They're not paid to ask questions. You and also you're a champion. The fuck do they know about like your life? You save Sihonovan on a regular basis, or well, you're going to.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see. So prestidigitation, featherfall, shield, detect thoughts, things like that. You can easily learn. I'm gonna say all the second level greens and the third level greens can learn within like a couple of hours of studying. Over the course of like the next few days, actually, you can learn all the prestidigitation, the cantrip. You can learn that day. But the first, second, and third level ones, you learn over the course of about 3 days, actually. Just because you're not only are you a quick study, but those are very easy to learn. It's just the studying that you have to do. You are up early in the morning, around like 8 a.m. when the sun rises, and you don't leave until late in the night. So you're kind of beat for like. It's a good thing you're an elf because you also practice on your spare time too.
Yup.
To learn these. The more higher level things like the level 4, the level 5, level 6, it's going to take you more than just like a week or so to learn those. But in your off time, the teachers tell you to come back at any point that you want to pick up where you left off. You can learn 1 5th level, whatever. You can learn 2 4th levels and 1 5th level right now. So you can choose which ones you want, but everything else, it will take you quite a bit longer to learn all those.
Okay. And the 6, that's will take longer as also?
Yes.
Okay. What about the like second and third priority like cantrips?
Cantrips. Could choose 2 of the orange. 3 of the orange, and then 2 of the. Well, you only have 2 of the. Not priority, but wanted. Yeah. You can choose one of those.
Okay.
Once again, high level wizard, high level class, and also they are cantrips. So.
Sweet. Okay. Thank you. That will occupy me currently for a little while, so please feel free to move on.
Okay. I was gonna go through some stuff with Trailerine, but I guess we can also come back to that.
No, if there's stuff with Trailerine, then yeah, let's do that now. I can do it when you're actually going it through with other people.
Yes, as you're learning all of these spells and everything like that, you do regularly check in with Trailerine because she is the one teaching you. She is the one doing most of the enchantment teaching. So she is the one who is doing the grunt work, I guess you can say, of not the grunt work, the what's the word? At school, you're book learning, but Trailerine is the hands-on approach learning. She
Heavy lifting?
Yeah, she is doing like if going to college is the class, she is the lab activity, basically.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And while you're there, she teaches you the basics of enchanting items. She starts very simply. Actually, no, she doesn't start simply. Level 11. She tells you. She's also the hands-on kind of dive right into something toward. So she takes a bag, and she tells you to make a bag of holding out of it.
Oh God! Okay,
And
that's a homework assignment.
Nope, it's not even a homework assignment. She tells you to do it right then and there in front of her. And when you do so, and do it very, very badly, she then teaches you through the steps of how to mold your magic properly, how to envision what you want from it, and you just can't think of the inside of the bag and start the enchantment. You have to think about the straps of the bag and the fold of the bag and the space and dimensions inside of it that you have to mold with your magic. All that sorts of stuff. And when she's there, she is doing this in her office space. So Cricket's always there, and they Cricket and Leto, I should say, and Cricket is still Trailerine's assistant, fetching you guys water and conjuring up snacks and stuff like that. Which, the first time you see Cricket do magic, it catches you off guard because you didn't. Even though Cricket is Trailerine's apprentice, you've never actually seen them do magic before, and they don't use a spell component or anything like that. Not spell component. They don't use a focus or anything like that. They use their horn to cast magic. And the more that you're around Cricket, the more that you actually notice them doing magic. Like, they'll levitate scrolls and things like that from down off the higher shelves if they can't reach, or trying to organize things, they'll levitate objects around them, basically. And you see them do what's the water spell? Create water over like some plants and things like that, and just very small things. But you do notice, because it's not often that you're around Cricket, and every time that you have been, they didn't do magic at all. Is there anything else? Oh boy. I'm looking through my notes. I think I'm good. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Addie?
I think that's all for Addie.
Okie dokie. At the end of Mare Lune, if you don't mind the time skip, do you mind the time skip? We're gonna go back to other people, I promise, in the past, but right now it's just like we're gonna. Since yours is the easiest, I guess, for the time skips. You are able to make one item, actually 2 items. You do eventually make the bag of holding after Trailerine teaches you and coaches you through it, and then you can make another item by yourself.
Okay.
You can choose which item that you want to make.
Could it be that experimental item that I told you about, Ike? The bracelet? I'll type it into... Because I still kind of want to hold on to the surprise.
Not Ike Loden.
I don't remember.
I do genuinely... If not, I do genuinely have another idea for Addie specifically, but let me just
those sports, huh?
Damn those sports.
Oh man,
Oh,
did you see the
boy.
sports ball game last week?
Man,
Crazy.
I saw the football
Crazy
sports
sports
game.
ball.
Definitely. The NASCAR vroom vroom.
Love me some sports ball.
Did you see the big game commercials? Wow.
Wow.
were
Did you see
silly
the
this
dancers and the singers and the
Wowie mama.
Did you guys see Puppy Bowl 49?
No.
No.
You guys see that one pregnant lady?
What?
No.
The
You guys
one
remember
pregnant
Left Shark?
Left
Oh my
shark!
God.
Speaking of the big game TM.
I'm gonna say later you can make that one because it seems a little not advanced,
Okay.
but like expert class.
Okay.
You could definitely make it down the line after you've had a few more sessions with Trailer Raid.
Cool. Can I make like the Ruby of the War Mage, which would basically turn my sword into my focus?
ass.
Yes, and you actually, when you actually pitch this idea to Trailerine, she actually brings. Sorry about the crinkling. She actually brings in the castle jeweler
Mhm.
and jewelsmith and their apprentice, and they actually you actually collaborate with them to make this item, because
Okay.
magic items are something in themselves, but each kind of like gemstone has their own innate magic in them as well that a jewelsmith kind of needs to bring out in order to make the jewel magical in the first place.
Sweetness. And spider climb. Awesome. And I'll, for now, hold on to the bag of holding also until we decide what to do with it.
Okie dokie.
Mavis Smith.
Moving on. Moving on. We are going to go to Ember. Ember, you are in Little Light.
Yes.
You're doing your own research, I believe.
Yep. Which at the end of that, or not the end of at the end of my research of the next day, you know, I think I got all the information last session about that. About how he was a warlock and how I think he disappeared, and it like didn't directly say he died, just said he kind of vanished.
Yes, he did.
And I think that was about the extent of the interesting information that I got. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I recall.
Yes. Basically, you did your research, and the Temple of Lathander here in Little Light talked very much about Athelstan and how he was such a prominent member of the community, of the temple, how he was Lathander's boy. He always was the one to kick off the summer solstice celebrations, things like that. And then one day he just kind of vanished and no one knew what happened to him. Apart from now, you guys. It talked a little bit of his mercenary days. He didn't like people knowing about his mercenary days, but he was a mercenary at some point before he turned over a new leaf, and he was also known for his visions. It says that Athelstan got visions of of things going on in Sihonovan, be it in the past, the present, or the future, and he was just Lathander's little special guy. No?
Right.
His own
He was a great leader, known for his wisdom. And one day he just kind of disappeared.
When it says mercenary, did he run with any particular group, or was he mostly like
a group called a group called the Bad Company?
Okay.
That's not suspicious.
Oh yeah, I am gonna make a note of that because I'm 100% going to ask Henri about that. next chance I get, because that sounds like
What was the name of the merc group? The Bad.
the bad company.
Okay.
Or bad company, either or.
Yeah, that sounds like something Henri might have been a part of if he knew Athelstan. So, I guess if that's the stuff of note, I would go find Shadowquick. I assume if it's in the morning, he's probably bright and early.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has been up almost before the sun has been. Actually, he was up with the sunrise, but because of Little Light's position in relation to the mountains, sunrise doesn't come as quick for y'all. But he has been up since sunrise, and making his rounds around the temple, doing some of the cleaning here and there. He's been up, and I don't remember the voice that I did for him. I'll be honest, so I'll just make up a new one.
That's okay.
And as he sees you approach, he's like, Ember, I hope your research has been going well. Good morning.
Good morning. It was insightful. I think I have a few leads that I can go off of. Though with that, I think I'm about done here. Is there anything that you need of me before I head off?
Oh, the only thing I need from you, Ember, is a hug. Come here.
Oh,
Don't be shy.
okay. The Ember classic, which is stiff, awkward.
He's a halfling.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like my daughter, my granddaughter, one of those. And Sihonovan says, "Don't be a stranger now, kid. You can come back here. The monastery will always welcome you with open arms."
Thank you. And send for me if there's anything I could ever, if you ever need from me.
Of course. I know you say to send for you, but you're very busy as a champion. Actually, now that I think about it, we might need some help with the summer solstice, getting some supplies down to Emerald City through the Grove.
And when would that be? Like, starts going, then I hear the Grove, and it's the pause, and then... When would that be?
Well, we plan for these things in advance. Summer solstice was last month, so you don't got to worry about it for too long.
Okay.
So it'll be like an in-game year, basically.
Right. Yeah. I'll keep an ear out for it then.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Alright, so I could choose one 5th level spell. There's Teleportation Circle, Sword of Fate, Scrying, Hold Monster, Geese, Contact Other Plane, or Animate Object.
So Contact Other Plane might be useful for when our adventures take us to other planes, but also Teleportation Circle.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Insanely useful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to get because I was looking at that.
Yeah, with that, can't we set up a circle here? That way we can just pop up.
So
No.
yes, theoretically. Yes. But it takes a year's worth of casting the spell in the same spot.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
To set up a permanent circle. Otherwise, if you know circle's rune, you can...
Every day for 1 year.
Yep, to make a permanent one. Wow. Otherwise, if you cast a spell and you know a current permanent circle's runes, you can port to that circle.
Alright, so that might be easier to do then, right? If you went with that spell.
Yeah, I took that. I'm frustrated. I really wish I could add cantrips, but I realized I can't. Because I dum-dum.
You can change your cantrips, though.
Yeah, but I like the cantrips I have. I want to add on to other cantrips and then, switch them out if I want to.
No.
That is a pro can remove.
Yeah, the way it works with wizards is that I think it's on level up or long rest. You can swap out your cantrips.
Okay, I'll just keep
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Can't learn cantrips. Sadness.
But
Yes, I am back and ready to DM.
with that, then I'll head at a little light. And this is just I'm not committing to it because this was just a random little thought. But how long would it take to get from Little Light to the Zixclesia border?
Through the mountains or just in general?
In general.
So the fastest way to Zixclesia from Little Light, it's going actually back towards Nova Ether, and then taking the trade route. Is that the wet season? Hold on, shit.
That is the
Taking
it's the dry season route, looks like.
this dry season route, and then run off until you get to the border of Zixclesia over there. Hold on, I think I have a full map.
Yeah,
of
I'm not committing to this. This is just a like dumb little thought I had.
Okay.
I have so many concentration spells for my level 2s, my second level spells.
Gotta be thinking.
6, 7,
Concentration
8,
is the name
9,
of
10,
the game.
like 11 concentration spells. Oh no!
Jesus Christ. Was there anything else you wanted to do, Red?
Well,
still
how
have
long
the
how
entire-
long was that? You didn't say how long that was in terms of travel time.
Oh shit. Fuck. Let's see. You have horses, and 12 miles.
At least a minute.
Haven't used Witch Bolt. Eisenhower. Be good.
At least 3 days.
Okay. So
3?
Theoretically, I could get there and back with a day to spend.
2.5. 2.5. I would say.
Shit.
On horseback, it would be 2.5.
Okay. And where were those rumors about that werefolk causing problems?
Oh, it was in Zixclesia, but it was more on the Morgana side of Zixclesia, near near the border where the Animantian Mountains.
Yeah, that was part of what I was thinking. It would be it's the other direction. Okay, I'll just head back to Nova Ether.
Are you trying to go to Zixclesia?
Well, more like if I have a week's If I have a week's worth of time, and I can get to that area and back, it would be information gathering solely. But I don't have that time.
You just head back to Nova Ether?
Yeah, I just head back to Nova Ether.
Anything we're gonna do for the next couple of days in Nova Ether proper?
I think. The only thing I could think really is more research, but like I could go more into Athelstan. I've done. I think Ember is tapped out on stuff about her mom and the shit that happened in the Grove.
I will say, Ember will know that the best place to get information from what she's seen in what's read in Little Light would probably be Emerald City. Would be the best place to get more information on him from.
Okay. Well, that's.
Maybe just real hungry somewhere.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't know where the border is between what he can and can't say, so that's kind of out of the question.
I'm sure if anything, Hunter would be like, I can't answer that. He usually does. Up to the point everybody's like, say it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it did show us not to be fucking stupid, so. Yeah, no.
I might spend the next week or so sort of traveling around the city, collecting rumors about.
Ooh.
about like happenings in Sihonovan, happenings in Ecclesia or the Six Blinds, or just anything of note of interest.
Let me bring up my rumor table.
Ooh.
Oh damn! Ike's been waiting for this.
How do you
Turn
think
it
I gave
up.
all of you guys your rumors? Hold on, let me find it. Rumor generated. Perfect.
Time for some tea, hunter.
You think I just came up with those homegrown rumors myself? Okay, some of them I did. But that's beyond the point. Let's see, Obliteros. Here we go. Here we go.
Blitteros is a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh character name.
Because it's also a monster in D&D. I have it bookmarked for no reason whatsoever.
Well, we'll know why we're seeing it, guys, when we see it.
Yeah.
You won't see it though. You won't see it though. It's the problem because it's there for absolutely no reason. Hey, Red.
Yes.
Roll 4d100.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
Let's go.
4
Rumors.
Got it. We'll
Rumi here.
do-
Did you hear the librarians hooking up with someone?
The first
Did
one's
you hear
an
the librarians
84
hooking up with a really like
84?
hot half elf?
with the champion Sihonovan. 84, yes.
80. Okay, so a folk music writer. Did you hear that?
Hi.
You heard from a folk music writer, not Till.
Oh, hey, Till, what are you doing here?
Me mid pegging.
Oh my god!
You like come downstairs for snacks. Clearly, like.
And
We're on,
like
like-
the other dude's like library robe or something like.
Oh
Yo,
my-
that'd be such a flex. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so 84.
Folk music writer.
Yes. Hold on.
Aw.
Okay, roll another D100.
Okay. 74.
74. So, did you hear? Well, you know that they say. Sorry, you know that they say, a folk music writer somewhere in Sihonovan, has a long history in their family of roll another.
Oh, this is full, like, Mad Lib style. 63?
Yeah, I like this.
63. Oh, not 69.
Oh, so close.
Nice.
Hey, this guy. Oh wait, no, this guy didn't fuck up. Wow, has a long family history of hurling cinder blocks at passerbys.
What?
Just look at the
Sounds
cursor.
Roll another.
Oh my god.
Roll another D100.
88.
But
Damn.
then so you're talking to some guy in a tavern, and he's like, well, you know, they say that this popular folk music writer here in Sihonovan has a long family history of hurling cinder blocks at passerbys. They say that the town guard hasn't caught them, but you know, I only heard that from, you said 84?
88.
88. Beautiful forest nymph, which you don't believe for a fucking second because
Yeah.
there are no fae on the Arvosite Peninsula.
I just look at him as he says that, and I turn to the bartender, and I'm like, I think you need to cut him off. I think he's had enough.
The guy's like, I'm legit there. I have seen forest nymphs before. The guy's full of shit.
Yeah.
Unless it was, you know, Cecilia bathing in a pool of spring water.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm
so-
literally just like, you gotta cut him off. He's too far into his cups.
It's official now. At some point in the campaign, someone has to get hit in the head by a fucking cinder block and then watch this guy run away.
The folk music writer has to run away.
How many bounties of this man have been posted to the guild?
Right?
At least 3.
At least.
He's like as elusive as Henry.
Somehow, Marjorie and Lilith haven't hunted him down yet.
Every time they're close, they get knocked out by a cinder block.
Exactly. So you hear a rumor like that, and I'll do the next D400. I don't have a D100. What was I about to do? I reached for my dice.
I do write that off as okay. That's not an important rumor to hang on to.
Are you
Just if there's a cinder block flying at my head, to fucking throw it right back at him, deflect missile style.
So, the next one that you hear is from not another person in the bar, but you're walking around and you're following behind these 2 people and happen to hear their conversation. And the conversation says that the local weaponsmith says they say that the local weaponsmith has recently forbid the mere mention of juggling swords.
Of what sorts?
Juggling swords.
Juggling swords and burying dead bodies, but they won't tell. But they don't know why. But they only heard that from the police chief, of course, the head guard. And they're talking. They're like, why did he ban juggling swords? Who's juggling swords? I just want to let y'all know that as soon as I said that, I imagine a hard cut to Marcus trying to juggle swords and going, guys,
He teleported 900 years in the past, and he's trying to popper his way around, so he's juggling swords.
I hear this and I go, this sounds like somebody tried juggling this man's swords, got injured, and then blamed the blacksmith.
Juggling their sword.
as you keep listening in, that seems to be what these 2 people discern as well. That and they're like, well, why was the idiot juggling swords in the first place? Who told him to juggle the weaponsmith's swords?
My theory is that he himself, as a young man, was a sword juggler. Then he hurt himself, and he found
Is
out
that
he
just a
doesn't have
euphemism
the
for
legs
being
anymore.
gay?
How the fuck do you...
Now it is.
So,
how do you...
so he didn't have the stuff to juggle swords anymore. So now, in his twilight years, he makes swords instead. Because it's the closest he can get to the art that he wishes to obtain.
Okay. Let's see if this one will be... Let's see. Remember these numbers. 42, 11, 13, and I'm gonna re-roll that other one because it's a double.
You're too
42,
funny,
11,
Jay.
13.
Euphemism.
I wrote it down also.
Doing my best.
The
Juggling
meaning of
swords
life,
librarian.
9/11, my birthday.
Okay, so
More like he's
42,
swallowing a
11,
sword.
13, and 71. 42. So, you hear the last one that you hear. You actually pay attention to. It's you actively are seeking out more information, and a local information broker in Sihonovan, someone who buys knowledge, sells knowledge, for whatever price someone's willing to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Tells you that a newly appointed Lady Knight of the region, 4211,
Yes, 42, 11, 13, 71.
once enjoyed, these are so silly.
You know, you
They're
could
so
use this
fucking-
opportunity to
Drop in-game stuff.
for
Trying
future
to.
reasons. you could just make up. Not use the rumor generator.
Where's the fun in that?
True. The rumor generator is funny though.
It is funny. You've given me 3 random ones.
I gotta meet
Yes,
this
this one I meant to be serious. Let's see. What do I know? once had a religious experience with the god of with the goddess of the sea, Umberly.
Are we talking religious or are we talking religious?
She was on her knees for sure.
Are we talking about some sword juggling here?
Can you
Sorry. Sorry.
Maybe this has been
Not
very
resist
long
that
since
one.
her husband died.
a newly appointed lady knight of the region, once had a religious experience with Umberly, the goddess of the sea, all the way over in Port Town. She was from Port Town and trained and studied in Sihonovan, and now she is a lady of the sea, and she hears that. And the religious experience that you heard her say, heard that she had, was that there is a item that Umberly once had as a mortal that reveals all of her secrets and all of her hopes and dreams, and she'll do anything, and really almost anything, to have it back in her hands.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's one that I might follow up on. Not seriously, but more of the like, if I'm ever in the vicinity of this item somehow.
Teehee.
We shall see.
Yeah, that's one that I'll follow up on after hearing that.
From there on, it's mostly the same rumors that you've heard before. You know, you hear that a guard fell in love with his charge, but you know it happens from time to time. Hear that someone you also hear through this information broker that someone has recently died in Sihonovan, and their death was covered up fairly quickly, a hush-hush matter, and people say that they died of natural causes, but the family says that never happened, that he was murdered in cold blood.
So it was covered up to be like it was made to be a murder, or it was.
It was a murder. The family says it was a murder, but it was covered up. But the family The family said it was a murder, but it got covered up to look like an accident.
Who covered it up?
That's the million crescent question that everyone's trying to figure out.
Million crescent question.
Okay. All right. That I'll keep a note of as well.
That's cool.
Do I know which family? Is it like a big name family?
Shit. Let me roll a dice.
I might know it, like the
Fuck.
name. What if you tell me?
Hold on. Let me look at the map. Fuck, wrong map. Hold on. Let me look at the map. The map. Start. Nova Ether. Perfect.
The map.
It was a family somewhere in Glassbarrow. Hold on, let me actually
Glass
change
Village?
y'all. No, Glassbarrow. I don't actually know why it's called Glassbarrow, because that is very similar to Glass Village. Shit.
There was a family dispute.
Glassbarrow is a region in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
There
if
you
you
go.
look at the Roll20, I switched
Yeah,
y'all from
yeah.
the map to somewhere around here-ish.
Okay.
Close to
Wait, I live there.
you live on the outskirts. You live like out here, don't you?
Well, but I live in Glassbarrow.
Oh yeah, you do. Shit.
I probably would have heard about this actually.
You can ask Addie once you meet up again.
Yeah. Keep that in mind. So it's not like a
Vote-
noble family.
Just a normal family, from what you understand or from what you hear.
Okay.
There didn't seem to be anything really off about them. They were, a normal Nova Etherin family. Raised some goats out on the lip of the crater. Had a has a relatively nice big family, like most people. Nothing out of sorts.
Okay.
A murder mystery here.
Yeah, then I think, with those rumors gathered, I think, spend whatever time I have left following up on the, Goddess of the Sea one, the Umberly one. And then when I meet up with everyone, I'll mention that to, the murder to everyone else, as well as grill Henri about the bad company.
Ike, I am curious. Are there any rumors or buzz on the champions?
Ooh.
Yeah,
What's
they say that you hear through the grapevine that the champions are shredded with six packs. Even Mother Mavis, the monster slayer, that she lost her leg because she chopped it off herself because it was getting eaten by an ogre. Hear that Henri smash boulders with just like a stray look, and that Ember can break the spine of anything that she comes across.
I want to note that if anyone's like, "Aren't you the champion?" Ember goes, "No, that's not me. That's someone else."
You get a lot of those. Like, aren't you that champion that just went to the plane of air?
It's like, no, I get that a lot. That's someone else.
Oh, is it?
I have one of those faces.
I have one of those feet.
Fully does
I guess
that,
you.
yeah.
I guess you don't really look like someone who can break spines.
It's told that Till can charm the pants off of basically anyone and anything if they so choose.
You charm them out and then let me in.
and then Addie is the best magic caster ever. That she knows the wish spell and can get anything that she wants.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I note
That
all
is
of these
so
down
fun.
to tell everyone later.
That's literally
Me coming
hysterical.
post-coitus,
I-
having it
I-
successfully charmed the pants off of someone.
Like, so far, really, Till and Emma are the only ones who actually live up to the rumors.
Wait, we haven't heard Henri's yet, or did we hear Henri's and I just missed it?
Henri can
Henri
smash
can,
a boulder with one look.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hit him with the blue steel.
The smolder.
Smolder. Oh my gosh. I heard that Mavis's prosthetic leg also has a six-pack. I wonder if that's true.
Speaking of Mavis,
Real quick. Just like a final little comment, which is that Ember's not intentionally trying to do this, but I imagine like the side effect of all of this asking around is that Ember is unintentionally like expanding her network, quote unquote, of people that she just randomly knows.
yes, absolutely.
It's not an intentional thing.
Alright, BRB.
Yes. Did you want to do anything else for the rest of the holiday?
No, that's it.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Mavis.
Okay. There's only really one thing that I want to do. And that's go to the Temple of Tempest.
Okay.
And set up what's it called? Prepare it so that I have a connection with it via word of recall.
Nice.
Okay, that is something you can do absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hang out in the temple for a few hours, reacquaint myself with it from my younger years. Find a nice, not very used corner of the worship space. And just kind of attune to it so that if we get in a pickle, we can come back to Nova Ether without having to use a teleportation circle.
Spicy, I like it. Yes. So, not only being a champion, but being Mother Mavis, the Monster Slayer, they recognize you
Yeah.
immediately, and they almost treat you like an acolyte. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because they let you set up the word of recall in the, I don't know, is it called like the pulpit room or whatever?
The pulpit. Pulpit.
What's the pulpit?
It's not quite where the priests do their thing, but it's like just before it, I think. I think it's where the rest of the clergy... It's like the clergy storage room behind the altar, I think. You know, where like the communion
I just looked it up. The pulpit is the lectern that the preacher delivers the sermon from.
That is definitely not big enough.
The side room that they have, because I don't know what it's called.
Just like an alcove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They let you set it up in an alcove. They even set it up with a few like non-perishables and keep like they tell you that they're going to keep like refreshments on hand just in case that, you know, y'all ever need it. They even set up like a few cots and stuff like that, so if you're ever in a pickle and you need to come back and, you know, eat, drink,
they should put like medical supplies.
Yeah, I was going to say, also medical supplies. Heal up. You absolutely can do so. And they welcome you wholeheartedly into the Temple of Tempest.
Oh, thank you very much, everyone. There's no need to put in this much effort. You know, I'm just reattuning myself to a proper temple. You see, we don't have many temples out in Glass Village, so it's very nice to, you know, get reacquainted with temple life and attune myself to Tempest.
Mother Mavis, please. The pleasure is all ours. As the monster slayer and as a champion of Sihonovan, you keep us safe. We want to do anything that we can to make sure that you are that you are healthy and well to fight the good fight for our kingdom.
Okay, well in that case, I'll need 6 diamonds worth 500 golds each, 5 cats of whiskey, and, you know, give or take 100 gold chalices, about 1,000 gold each.
Put that in a goodie bag.
Yes, and
they don't have that.
And a bunch of chocolate-covered almonds. I know that Henri's allergic, but, you know, we'll get past it.
Mother Mavis, as much as we would love to do that, we simply don't have those types of resources.
Really just... If you have anything that...
We do have the chocolate almonds, though.
Yes, bring those in, definitely. It'll be a good, you know, morale boost if we do come in, you know, after nearly having died. I do think the diamonds would be a necessity, because, in the unfortunate event that one of us does come back and we are no longer breathing, the faster I can, you know, revive them, the better.
I think we have at least 1 diamond worth 300 gold, but we normally save it for, well, I guess that would be an emergency. We can give you that 1 diamond.
Alright, I will do my best to use what I have already. But it would be good to have in an emergency. Just have it in the vicinity. You can lock it in the chest for all I care. I have a very big hammer that I can smash the chest with if I need to.
We will keep it a chest, but not under lock and... Well...
You should keep it under lock and key.
Hello.
Come back.
What did I miss?
Mavis is trying to scam.
Hold on. No.
Not that's listen. That was a big ask. 6 diamonds, all worth 300 GP.
No, 500. For Raised Dead.
Oh.
Is Raised Dead? Because I have Raised Dead, but you need a diamond worth 500 gold. Not 300, because if it gets to the point where I have to, you know, Word of Recall, we may not have the time to do Revivify, and we may have to resort to Raised Dead.
They'll get you that 1 diamond.
Okay.
They have a singular diamond that's worth at least like 1,000, but you can use it for 500. They use it. They have it for those just in case moments that someone dies. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Raised Dead takes an hour, and a diamond worth at least 500 gold. Dead creature that has been dead no longer than 10 days. Yeah. And Revivify is only within a minute, so if we run out of time, we will need that 500 gold diamond that I do not believe I have on my person.
That is very smart. Thank you, cleric. Oh wait.
Hey, I'm just doing my job trying to keep you fuckers alive, okay?
That's
and
right.
we appreciate it.
This temple's gonna have to have like a bake sale or something.
Oh yeah.
Get these diamonds.
No, they'll just increase the
God,
like
Mavis only has 24 gold pieces.
tithe or
what the
whatever.
hell?
Wait,
'Cause
don't y'all aren't y'all rich now? Go buy your own diamonds.
No.
That's apparently okay.
Nothing like a free diamond. Come on.
Why pay
Addie.
for things when you can simply ask nicely and use your reputation?
Exactly.
Yeah, Addie's putting hers into like a fantasy 401k. Okay.
Yeah, like
thinking
tell
for
them
the
not
long
trust that
term.
their mom's gonna like hold a position of power for long enough. But like
Okay, I have on my person. I have one diamond worth 300 gold, and that's it. I have no money to buy another diamond. So, if one of y'all goes down, you only get one chance before I have to use a 6th level spell and then a 5th level spell.
Oh shit, Kate, you weren't
save
there. Oh my god. So everyone has a stipend that Trailerine gave them?
Yeah, it's like 6,000 gold.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. I'm about to go buy some more diamonds, y'all.
I forgot you weren't here for that. You should
go to my room for 3 months? What the fuck?
Yeah, add 6,000 gold to your inventory because you have a stipend from the Archmage.
Stinky, hi, what are you doing?
Stinky.
I
Yeah,
wish
then
to see the
after that,
baby.
I'm going to donate 1,000 gold to the church fund, and then I'm gonna go try to find more diamonds.
You can find the diamonds easily.
God. Let me take away 1,000 gold that I gave to the church.
Oh my god, I forgot to mention it. Because everyone else had the money, and I was like, Kate, why wouldn't you have the money? Yeah, you weren't there.
I had a job to do.
They, as a champion, you even get it for a discounted price, the diamonds that you need, so, if you want to get more, they're going to be like 450 instead of 500.
I would actually just like to get 2 more diamonds worth 300 gold.
Yeah, they'll discount it down to 250 for you.
Okay.
For
both
of them, so it's only
for
gonna be
one?
like. How much for one? What?
So both diamonds together, it's only 250, or one diamond is 250?
One diamond is 250, so you get them for 500 instead of 600. Shit.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna get 2 of those diamonds. Let me knock down another 1,000. No, 500. And then I do want to get one diamond that is worth 500 gold to have on my person.
Okay, and they knock that down also to 450 for you.
Great.
I forgot that y'all were rich.
Money.
Rich? What are you talking about with the 5,000 gold?
I can't hear you with all the coins clattering in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I have minus 450. Okay. And then could I go shopping for some magic armor?
I don't.
So you can go shopping for magic armor. You'd have to visit the combination weaponsmith magic caster.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco
I'm
Bell.
at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination
Pizza
pizza
Hut.
Taco Bell.
Great job, everyone. Super in sync.
Also, Ike, have you taken your meds?
Oh shit, yeah. Let me take those. I'll be right back. 5-minute break.
Okay. I'm at the Pizza Hut.
Sorry, I just
I'm at
remembered
the
that Ike
Taco Bell.
usually takes his meds at some point.
Yeah. Really quick, when did Bags of Holding become non-attunable anymore.
They were never attuned.
They were never attuned.
What the fuck? Why did I think
Yeah.
they were attunable then? I could then make everyone bags of holding.
My lady.
That's true.
You could.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about my others section of magic items. Alchemy jug, first of all.
Mayonnaise!
For all our water, wine, and mayonnaise needs. Featherfall tokens, just to have in case people don't have spell slots.
That's smart, actually.
Beads of nourishment and beads of refreshment for people to just have on them, just in case. Because survival and nutrition is important. Also, if anyone comes up with other ideas, let me know. I'll write them down. I'll start working on them.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I turned around and I just saw Chutney loafing in the doorway looking at me, and I guess I started looking at her too long, and so she was like, "Oh, invitation to come in," which is
yeah. Where's Stinky?
And Chai is just chilling.
Stinky is now in my doorway playing with something. Something small, but she's losing her goddamn mind over it.
Probably is spring. She's
It's
started to
it's
fucking
like the size of a penny.
Oh, maybe it's a penny.
It might just be a small piece of cardboard that she's
Probably.
absolutely losing her mind over.
Okay, I'm back, and I have ice cream now.
Stinky. Oh, I love that cat. Okay. Ooh, well then, I actually have to re-roster the ideas I have for Addie, because I was under the impression that bags of holding were attunable.
They are not. And remember, attuned items only have a half to tuning time because you're the one who made it.
Yeah. Ruby of the War Mage, got that.
By virtue of making the item yourself, you're already pretty attuned to how it's supposed to work. So, attunement time is halved.
Sweetness.
But,
Okay, then I could get the other two things that I really want for Addie. That's exciting.
Long cat.
Very long cat. Yeah, I could get myself an arcane grimoire and a ring of spell storing, which will be very helpful. Yes, everything's coming together nicely. And I'll type up the list that I made for everyone to look over as well. And then allow people to edit it and whatnot. But that will be a later thing.
Is everyone here, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Where were we?
Combination shop for magic armor.
Yeah. I have chainmail, but how long would it take to get it enchanted versus just buying pre-enchanted chainmail?
So there is no pre-enchanted chainmail. It's on a made
to order kind of thing?
made to order basis.
Gotcha.
So you'd have an easier time getting your chainmail enchanted than it would for them to just make you new chainmail.
Okay.
Enchant your chainmail.
Cool.
No. Would it? I forget. I'm getting my things mixed up here. Because the place that runs it is a halfling and a gnome. They run the weaponsmith and they run the weaponsmith together, making enchanted armor. And did I not go over this with you guys?
No, you only went over this with me.
You
Because
did. Shit. I knew I told somebody.
Yes, you told me because I was the only one who we were talking about enchanting shit.
Yeah. I know it was a halfling. Was it a halfling and an elf, or was it a halfling and a gnome?
I think a halfling and an elf.
Yes, so it's a halfling and an elf couple. And the way that it works is that they have to put magic into every part of the of the armor making process to make sure that it's properly enchanted all the way through. So I had it wrong the first time. It's actually switched around. It's actually easier for them to make you new armor that has magic enchanted on it than it would be for them to enchant your existing armor.
Gotcha. Okay. Me?
I was so confused because I knew I said that, but like I couldn't remember when.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if I actually said it or if I like dreamt it happen.
Nope, you actually said it.
Okay, great.
Okay. I'm torn between a chain shirt +1 or a mithril chain shirt. Or not +1, adamantine. I think I'm gonna go with the. Do I have any resistances? No. Okay. I think I'll actually commission chainmail +1 if I can.
Yeah, you can totally do that. It will take until about the entire rest of the holiday before it's complete. So it's technically day 149, so it'll take until about day 158 for it to get completed.
And how much would it cost?
Oh shit, how much does that usually cost?
Because +1 is rare.
And then because of the way I have Sihonovan set up, every item goes up a notch, so that's technically very rare. Hold on.
Hey, Moss, we're getting static for your mic?
Is that where that was coming from? I thought that was me.
Is that better? I wiggled some connection.
No, still getting it.
I think I might just need to order a new mic then.
Oof, that's fair.
Hey.
I mean, this bitch is fucking old as balls at this point. But I don't think right now there's anything I can do about it, unfortunately. Hold on, let me mute. Let me know if it sounds better.
Yeah, we're not getting it when you're muted.
Yeah.
Ripperoony, lads. Alright, I'll just mute then until talking.
Like a whole bunch of little pop rocks.
And then while you're looking that up, I'll also just say I'll be available for anyone else to talk to if they want to chit chat during the rest of the holiday.
You might see Ember going by at some point. Just going around town.
Ike, I will say Henry's gonna stop by this place to hopefully purchase an item as well.
Okay.
My money to good use. So you know what? I'm gonna say for comedic value, I walk in and Mavis is there.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, I walk in. It's like, fucking kidding me.
Hello, Henry. Pleasure to see you.
I thought you would have been found in some gutter by now. What are you doing here?
As a matter of fact, I am grading my situation, as the young folk like to say.
Okay. Are you sure you wouldn't be better off investing in some new glasses?
No, I think Addie has something planned in that avenue.
Alright, I hope it's good. Who's behind the counter here, Ike, or...
Fuck off.
I'm not asking for a name, I'm just like wondering who this guy is so I can...
Awful.
It's the elf that is the front runner for the store.
Jenica's
elf-
in today.
It's an elf halfling duo.
Okay.
Team duo.
If it makes you feel any better, Ike, Henry's not the type to start asking people their names, okay? Unlike, a Marcus, okay? So I think you're fine. It's like, excuse me?
Oh yes. What can I help you with?
I was hoping to, get my hands on a cloak of display. Why did I say cloak? I was hoping to get my hands on a cloak of protection.
Oh, I'm quite sorry. We deal with weapons here. You won't find a cloak of protection here.
Oh, I thought this was a magic shop. Do you know where I might be able to find that then?
Oh, there's plenty of magic casters in Nova Ether. I'm sure you could commission one. I do hope you have the money to back it up, though. Those are not cheap.
Anybody close by you would recommend? Really not in the mood to start hunting down.
You can try the local university. I hear they always have students trying to, use their magical prowess to impress their teachers.
I don't think it's such a good idea to get some snotty little kid to make a cloak that's gonna, be helping my faculties again. It's gonna be there to make sure I don't die. So, I'm looking for a professional.
Why doesn't it list?
You go there and you get Addie. It'd be fucking funny as hell.
I totally wasn't thinking that.
Not at all.
Why doesn't it have the cost? Why doesn't it have the cost?
Magic items in base D&D don't have the cost. I just do aggressive googling to see what other people price it.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's 1500 GP, but for you they'll knock it down to 1200.
Ooh, can I afford that? I think
Should be able to.
Yeah, I can't afford that, so yeah, I'm gonna commission chainmail +1.
Okay. Henry, the elf goes, well, there is Sylvester. He is a longtime magic user, a longtime friend, and he does do commissioned works. And I'm sure for a champion such as yourself, he'll be willing to bump you up in the queue.
Alright, works for me. Where can I find him?
This time of the year, he is in Old Town, at the Temple of Maestra, usually.
Oh. So he's not in the city then. No, wait, sorry, my bad. I see now that Old Town is a section of the city. Okay. Alright. Guess I'll go and find him. Word of advice on that armor, though, you might want to make it a size smaller. She tends to shrink with the years, so save you some trouble.
Ooh, Henry, ever the comedian. Have you thought of a changing career?
No, not really. I mean, maybe if it got me away from you a little bit more often. See you later.
Actually, if you
Henry
don't
leave.
mind, I think I'll join you. My business is done here for the day.
Do you have to?
Something just happened.
Wait, hold on. We gotta
The
stop
rest of the
everything,
party, wherever they are, they're just like, what the fuck? Sense of
The
disturbance.
skies
in the
turn
forest.
blood red.
Do you have to?
You don't have to. I'd like to. Is that so hard to believe?
I never know with you.
For Henry, yes.
I guess I gotta keep an eye on you anyways. Just don't
I
do
guess
anything
so.
weird, I guess.
Have I ever?
By weird, I mean, don't go crashing into some kind of street pole or something.
Does it look like I have a car?
No,
Or
I mean walking
horses?
around.
Do
I'm
cartons
just,
exist?
when I said street pole, I imagine there's like a candle system here.
Okay, yeah, no,
A
that makes
what?
sense.
Like the old street poles. They used to
The
they used-
lamplighter
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of deal.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Hunter's basically saying he's worried about Mavis crashing into one due to her poor eyesight.
Something just happened again.
All right, just try to keep up, okay? And Henry,
No
goes to the door.
problem.
I'm heading to this Sylvester person. Hopefully, it's not some kind of Jellicoe cat, because it kind of sounds like it.
Jellicoe songs for Jellicoe cats.
Are you saying the Cats musical is canon in Sihonovan?
Absolutely not. No.
Thank
As
God.
the DM, I am vetoing that. Veto.
You know what? If this Sylvester dude is a quack, it hit Addie up in the university. It'll be funny. It'll be fine.
I'm sorry, when I hear Sylvester, I just imagine a cat talks in riddles or something.
You mean like from the Looney Tunes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Sylvester. I can't do a good Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Wow.
Suffering succotash.
Don't forget, we have to get back to seeing if Till managed to seduce.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speed
So,
walking.
you guys-
I'm speed walking.
You guys
I'm
go
perfectly
to,
happy having that be a cut to black, and whether I succeed or not is up in the air until it comes up
I gotta see
later.
that. I gotta see what happens.
I don't have the energy. I had it in the beginning of the session. I no longer have the energy to actually flirt.
Just like real life.
You guys go to the temple of the High Temple of Maestra in the city, and this place is bumping for the middle of Marilune. And you go in, and there are several people going about the place, praying, not sacrificing. What's the word?
Offering.
Offering. Yes.
Offerings?
Yes, offerings. Putting down offerings, helping clean up around, like sweeping, polishing the stained glass windows that they have, etc., etc. There's a lot of people in here. What do you guys do?
This is where Sylvester is.
You have to find him.
Alright, can I? What can I roll to see who looks the most like Sylvester?
Considering that you didn't get any defining clues about him.
Yeah. When I hear the name Sylvester, I just imagine a certain vibe. Honestly, I don't imagine someone walking around with a name like Sylvester that can't live up to the name. You know what I mean? I feel like you're setting
No.
up your child for failure. If you set a bump with a name like Sylvester, if they don't come out cool or something like that.
You do realize I am God, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm just wondering if there was a role that I could make to somehow guesstimate.
Insight.
It's
It's gonna be.
Can I split off from him a little bit and chat to people and ask around for Sylvester?
Yes, you can.
that was my second option.
What would that be? What check would that be?
For Henry, it's insight. For Mavis, it's like a charisma.
Hmm.
I got a 12 for my insight.
You don't see jack shit. Mavis, if you want to debate that that check, you can. It doesn't have to be charisma,
just a
but
straight charisma check.
does
So,
that...
oh, that's a 14.
Yeah, the DC was low. You are Mother Mavis, the Monster Slayer.
Mhm.
So you start asking around, breaking up from Henry, and ask after Sylvester, and you get directed to the to the offering bowl, which is a very large bowl near the pulpit, in front of the pulpit, really, where the offerings are made, and you see a hold on, what races are in Sihonovan again?
He's obviously a tabaxi.
He is not a tabaxi.
Missed an opportunity there.
I did not.
Dragonborn.
I'm Aarakocra.
I'd accept a dragonborn named Sylvester. That's fun.
I was actually going to go with that. Dragonborn sounds
That's
cool
awesome.
as hell. You see a dragonborn kind of standing at attention at the offering bowl, making sure that a brass. There we go. A brass dragonborn standing at attention at the offering bowl, keeping a careful eye on it, making sure that no one it steals from it. Of course, you can see that they have like knee-high leather boots, and a tunic with a cashmere cardigan kind of thrown over it. I don't think cashmere's too fancy, y'all. Everyone has goats. And you can see that they actually have several wand holsters at the, attached to them. One on their hip, one on their other hip, one on their leg, and you can even see like a wand peeking out from like one of their boots. And their gold eyes kind of lock in on you as you approach.
Hello there, friend. I was wondering, do you by any chance go by the name Sylvester?
I do. What do you need from me?
Perfect. My grandson-in-law was looking for you to commission a cloak, I believe.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but I'm very busy for the foreseeable future. I
Are
have
you
many
too
people
busy
in the
for
queue.
2 champions of Sihonovan?
Champions? Really? You're a champion?
Yes.
You're...
Mavis the Monster Slayer at your service.
Charmed, I suppose? I'm sorry. You're a champion. They let you become a champion until you're too old.
I like this guy.
Sweet burn.
She sure is.
Well, except
Henry walks over.
He's gonna get his kneecap busted in a second.
Hold on, let me just make a wisdom save real quick. Okay. I hold my
Oh,
tongue
20.
in check
Thank you.
for a
Hella
second.
wise.
I'm gonna step back and let Henri handle this for the foreseeable future. He may not have kneecaps by the end of this interaction, though.
That's exactly what I said when I decided on that. How do you do, Henry? I was hoping to have a cloak made. I have the coin.
Oh, you have the coin, do you? Do you have the materials as well? I'm far more interested in that. Materials components aren't very easy to get nowadays, you know.
What kind of materials are we talking about here?
Oh, you know, I need a bit of blood from here and there, a bit of fur from this and that, those type of things.
That's
I
so
can-
I'm sorry.
vague.
When he says blood from here and there, Henry takes out a little satchel. What kind of blood?
Oh, look at that. And they take the satchel and they go through the blood. And you have them all labeled, of course, right? You're a professional.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, look at that Pegasus blood. That's rather rare. Ooh, red dragon blood. That's even better. I can provide my own scales, of course. I have no qualms about giving up a scale or two. But this should be efficient enough. Sufficient enough, I mean. And I can provide the rest of the materials. The blood is more than enough, thank you. Your name again was?
Henry.
Henry, yes. And you are a champion of. Now, what is that? I'm from Zixclesia, you see. We don't have champions there.
Just a wishy-washy title that the higher ups here give to some people that need to kill things.
Oh well,
As you can
anyone
see,
can
it's
kill
not.
things. What makes you so special?
What are the chances
exactly
I
what
met
I said.
Sylvester while I was in town?
I'm not sure. They had some fancy little contest, and somehow we ended up passing. I'm not sure how prestigious it is, as you can see, to let her in, but
Yes. This kingdom lets old women do their dirty work?
Okay, hold on. What is going on? I want to go around the temple and get some dirt on this dude. I want to get I want to know everything he's done wrong, everything he's insecure about, everything he regrets in his life. I want to gather all that info from the people around him and just by the way he's standing, okay?
Get him, Mavis. Get him. Sick him.
Roll a. Oh man.
I want to do
Roll
an
another
insight check, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Are you?
What do you get?
I'm
do
sorry
you
that
get?
sound you made, Kate.
I'm so mad. I have a +8 and I rolled a
What did you
fucking
get?
4.
Oof.
12.
12.
You don't get much. Unfortunately, no one knows so much. No one knows a lot about Sylvester. He's from Zixclesia, brash dragonborn. Doesn't have much stake in coin, but will make people items for material components. Keeps to himself. There's not much you can claim.
Can we say that was just like from the? Could I like wander back and just read him by himself? Maybe.
Yeah, you could definitely do an insight check on Sylvester himself.
Okay, come on, D&D Beyond, don't fuck me.
Well, she may not look capable, but I would appreciate it if you left your comments to yourself.
Oh yes, of course. I can tell when comments are not wanted, of course. Now this item that you wanted, what was it again?
Just a cloak of protection.
Cloak of protection. I see. I
What'd
will
you
be
get,
able to
Kate?
finish it. What did you get?
Tell us, Kate.
Are you screaming? Oh no! What you get from
Rip.
Sylvester? Not much. You could tell that he's definitely interested in the blood, but not so much as where he got the blood from, like where Henry got the blood from, or why he's so interested in it. But Sylvester says to Henry, "Oh well, I'll be able to finish it after Mère Lunay is finished. I do this on my part time, just guarding the offerings here in the Temple of Maestra, as something to do with my time. other than make items for people. And since you have the sufficient supplies, and I suppose as a champion, you can get bumped up in the order just so I can get to working with this blood that you got me.
Just so I know, what blood is he taking?
He is taking the dire bear blood.
That makes sense, actually.
The hippogriff blood. Fuck. What's tanky? It's tanky.
Does he also take a Steve vial?
A what? What the fuck is that?
Don't you remember back in the cabin I had a vial just named Steve?
He does take the Steve vial.
Oh.
This man
And
is
he's
so
like-
suspicious.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be suspicious.
Okay.
I
He's
hope
just
there's
some
gonna be
random
a
ass dragonborn.
I hope there's gonna be a markdown on this price if you're taking my Steve vial.
Oh yes, of course. Doesn't matter how much you give me. 150 gold should suffice. I'm more interested in working with the components, if anything. I'm not too interested in the money. But we all do have to buy food at some point or another.
That's true. Yeah, I take out you said 150, right?
Mhm.
I take out 200 and I give it to him, some extra for his troubles. And just curious, you don't have any other items lying around, do you?
The items? No, I don't.
Worth a try, I guess. You said this should be done by the time the holiday's over?
Yes. I work very quickly, but that is as quick as I can manage it.
Works for me. Appreciate it.
Of course. Have fun on your little champion business, with whatever that may entail.
Who knows? At
I'd
this
like to
point?
spend the rest of the holiday gathering info on Sylvester.
Damn.
Okay, before we do that, let's shoot back over to Jean. Oh, Jean. I don't know why I pronounced it.
He
British.
did say that's fine for later. It is almost midnight too.
Yeah.
Not midnight, almost
Midnight.
11.
Okay. If you want to spend the time gathering more information on Sylvester,
Yes.
you can. I guess.
I will.
I will meet
Wait.
up with
I
Ember.
want to know every person he's ever talked to, talk to them, gather all his secrets, everything he's ashamed of. I want to know everything about this man and then tear him apart with it.
Damn. Do y'all all meet up
I love
again?
that.
Yeah, I figured.
I
Yeah.
think eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I do want to see how Ember's stuff went. So
Eddie, have you ever heard of a man named Sylvester?
Who is this to?
To Addie.
Oh, in my week and a half foray into enchanting, God, have I ever heard of a man named Sylvester?
You have,
I have. Okay. What?
but not much.
Do I
Not
know him?
much. Yeah. What a. Can I roll?
an enchanted named Sylvester?
Roll
He's a dragonborn.
history.
Rolling history. Okay.
Mavis,
It's a 19 total.
Man, what's that like?
Your enchantment teacher said something once or twice about a rather talented dragonborn that is around town. You pick out the pieces that it's Sylvester, but beyond that, you don't know much about him. Trailerine even mentions him by name once, and she's like, yes, Braun Dragonborn named Sylvester, I believe. We tried to get him to teach here at the colleges, but he was extremely uninterested.
Oh,
Anyway,
those
back to
are
making this
academics.
magic. Anyway, back to making this magic, this bag of holding, Addie. No time to spare.
Sorry, Mavis. I don't actually know much. All I know is he's a bit of a sourpuss.
Mavis, are you still going on about that?
Am I rolling
Don't
history
your,
too?
don't
Yes,
your
you
gods
are.
go on about forgiveness and shit?
That's correct. That's a 22.
No, Henri.
Yeah, you know
This is
Sylvester.
personal.
You
You made it personal.
You know Sylvester. You know him by name. And as soon as Mavis mentions a Sylvester, you're like, wait, brash dragonborn? Lots of wands?
Yes.
And Mavis is like, yes. And you know exactly who he is. During your studying around what's it called? Sihonovan, trying to figure out what happened to your mom, you ran into him at various weird intervals. You ran into him once after what happened in Viliami Grove. Yeah, you ran into him once after what happened in Glass Forest. You ran into him once at Mare Lune.
Stalker? Question mark?
I'm like
Every time
pausing.
you ran into him, you were just as confused to see him as he was just as confused to see you. He thought you were stalking him, actually.
It's fully just one of those like the pointing at each other of same hat.
Not the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
He fully thought that you were stalking him, and at one point tried to get the town guard on you in Port Town because he was like, "Excuse me, this person has been following me all across the country. Can you do something about that?"
Oh yeah, him, Sylvester. Look, I actively try to avoid him anytime, not for any personal reason, just because. Look, things get real weird. Things have gotten really weird.
Do either of you know if he has any family?
Damn. It's getting dark.
No?
Any friends, past, present lovers?
I've
No.
I know
just read
Sylvester.
about him.
Yeah, still no Sylvester.
Roll a history check.
Okay.
Get that nat 20 so you're one of his past lovers.
Yeah.
No.
Damn it.
I did get a 28 though.
Oh,
Ah!
28. Your mom has mentioned him by name once.
Oh shit!
And while he was in Port Town, while he was in Port Town meeting Ember, he was also in Port Town visiting the mayor.
Has he slept with my mother?
No. No.
Has he slept with my mother?
No.
Santa Claus, have you slept with my mother?
who hasn't?
Like King the Queen. Did you?
A lot of people actually.
I fucked your mom shit lips.
Oh my god, but it's just Ember going like, yeah, I encounter him like everywhere. It's very weird.
Have I met him? Like,
He made your mom a magical item once. That's how you know.
You seem fine to me.
It was, you knew him kind of tangentially because
shit.
it was
Actually, if my mom trusted him to make a magic item, I'm like, he, as far as I know, he doesn't have anything unscrupulous in his past that would lead someone to distrust him.
That's a big word.
Well, I don't want anything that can make him untrustworthy. I just want to get under his skin and, curb his confidence.
Oh, just tell him he has a small dick.
And you know that for certain.
Do dragons
Yes.
Small dick.
Wait, he's a brass dragonborn. Tell him his fire is puny also. This is going to end so well for everyone involved. It'll be funny.
These
Hiya,
sound
Brett.
like microaggressions. I'm not gonna lie.
Mine wasn't a microaggression. Mine was a man aggression.
Why are we
Yo,
wasting
she's
time with
looking
this?
for ways to get under his scales?
Compensating.
Yeah. Why are we wasting time with this? I'm
before
sorry
we
if your ego got
end,
messed with.
there
Mavis,
is something I want to do with you.
Who?
There was something I did want to do with Till. before we end it for
Okay.
tonight. So,
Oh no.
you try putting the moves on this random ass human.
You said he was 30.
Random ass 30-year-old human.
Yeah. I didn't even get his name. That's how much I don't
Yeah.
care.
You try putting the moves on him, and you poke and you prod, but
If he says
eventually,
no, he says no. I back off.
yeah, he says no. He
I
says
back
no,
off.
and you back off. But that night, a dream, and in the dream, let me just look at my pinned messages.
Oh, concerning.
Eh?
What?
You get
Yeah.
spooky magic dreams.
You have a dream that night, and in the dream,
Like-
you're on a boat. You're on a
Pony
dinghy.
magic dreams?
No,
Sorry, continue.
you're on a boat. You're on a dinghy, and when you look up at the sky, is a robin's egg blue, no clouds in sight. And when you sit up in your dream, notice that you are on a sea of pure red. And as you dip your fingers into the water, it comes back viscous and bloody.
The blood.
And maybe tee. And hold on. And as you look around this sea of blood, all of a sudden, a white raven comes and perches next to you, and it looks at you. Its eyes are frighteningly human, and it regards you for, quite a little bit.
I out
and-
of the blue just go, mother.
And it has a third eye as it looks at you.
Oh
And you
no.
notice its third eye as it looks at you.
I fucked
it doesn't
around and
open
I'm
its
finding
beak.
out.
It doesn't open its beak, doesn't do anything. It just, in your mind, says, run. This guttural, low voice that sends shivers down your spine right through your bones. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
Okay. Unless we're ending there. Can I... That's a whole... Was it... So the sea was blood. Was there a moon? Was there a sun? Was there a sky?
There was a sky, but there wasn't anything in the sky. It was bright. It was just like the sea of blood.
That's...
There's a red blood moon in the sky. Oopsie daisies. I'm still looking at my notes.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Is there any, like, sailing folk tales that I'd be, like, aware of that I'm just, like, I'm genes forgetting right now?
You know almost every single sailing
Yeah.
folk tale that there is.
Yeah,
What
this
you
isn't
just
fitting
dreamt
right now.
of, you have never heard before.
Yeah, that's
never...
not a... You know, that's not tied to any fucking sailor, like, shit. Are there gods associated with ravens?
No, not even Kelvamore. His thing is more of like a shepherd leading his flock to the afterlife.
Are there
Doesn't do
demons associated with ravens? In my perusal of the How to Warlock meme?
Nah.
Well, shit. Great. I'm fucking around and I'm finding out, and is this gonna stop me? No.
Interesting character development.
Yeah, so all of you reconvene, and Mavis, you're like, yeah, Sylvester, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that guy.
And then
And
I think just right before we end, turn to Henri and go, So tell me about the bad company.
The what?
I'm sorry. Wait, Henry. What does Henry do? He does like a. I don't want to say a jump. He just does like a body twitch, like. Bad company. Huh. Haven't heard that name in a while. Did your mom tell you about? Mom tell you about them?
Hold on, my mom knew about them?
I mean, yeah.
She ran them.
Mazira was the
Do
leader.
I know the bad company?
Do I know the bad company?
But I'll be like, no, I saw it when I was reading into Athelstan.
You were reading into Athelstan?
Yes? Why wouldn't I?
Just took me by surprise is all.
I didn't want to give you a chance to talk your way around it. To evade the question.
But what about bad company you want to know?
Anything? Everything? Who were the other members?
Were you involved in it?
Oh, he definitely was.
Straight answer, yes or no.
I mean, bad company's just a mercenary group. I ran it for a while many years ago, but
Is it still going? Is it still active?
yes it is. It exchanged hands. Bad company, it's where me and Athelstan grew up.
Is it still going? Wait, no, I think I already asked that. Were you a part of the company when you were hired on for the caravan?
I actually left the company. I stepped down after joining the caravan.
Right. And any more in-depth questions can wait until next session. This is just the
Yeah, could we?
get the conversation started.
Henry basically says, you know, me and Athelstan grew up in bad company. Like we were born within the company.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask more about it, but I don't want to turn this into another hour long.
Can the question for Addie and Till be at least answered if we know about the bad company or not?
Oh boy, Addie, no.
Oh, okay.
Just because
about-
of some certain things about your backstory, the timeline would not correlate
okay.
properly.
What about Mavis?
Roll a history check. Till, you too.
Don't fuck me, D&D Beyond. 16.
14!
16 for Mavis.
14 for Till.
So you guys would have, 14 and 11?
16.
16. Who got a 16?
Mavis.
Mavis, you have heard some things here and there about the bad company. You know that they were a mercenary group of sorts, but you don't really know what they were hunting down. You heard that someone really young used to run it, and you have no idea who that was or how they got out of it. Till you've heard it whispered amongst the servants before, but nothing concrete, nothing that you can tie back really to Henry. I mean, nothing that rings any bells at all.
Yeah.
If you would excuse me,
it
I
used-
need to go to the
Yeah.
post office for a minute.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Used to have a
Okay.
real evil leader, but that's about it. Like a real bad dude, you know? Real chaotic. I mean, chaotic evil.
Everyone just looks at Henry.
If you would excuse me, I have a letter to intercept.
A letter to
Uh-oh.
intercept.
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 I said what I said.
Ooh.
Depends on what day of the week this is.
This is like the end of the week.
Oh, this is the end of the week? Oh, sorry guys. I gotta book it to Porktown real quick.
No,
Almost.
Down.
You have to book it to almost.
Oh, I gotta book it to Almost.
Why?
Where are you going, Mavis?
That was a joke.
Okay.
If nobody else has any other questions for Henry, I think Henry for a second he does like kind of sniff in the air for a little bit, and he looks over at Till and he's like, "Hey Till."
Jill? Jean?
I am so sorry, what?
I was saying that Henry for a second he sniffs up in the air and kind of looks around, then looks over at Till and he just says, "Hey Till,
Yeah.
do you want that dragon blood?"
Sure.
No, wait. I'm thinking. Do you guys remember back in the festival when you guys went to that little table or that shop where you can get a whole bunch of random things? You remember what Till got?
No.
Till got
Was
a vial of dragon
vial of-
blood, right?
Yeah, vial of dragon blood.
Oh, shit.
So I feel
Do you remember that?
I feel like Henry would like sniff it out and like kind of look over at Till and be like, "Are you do you want that?"
Hey, are you gonna finish that? Can I have that?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you have a vial of dragon's blood.
Right, I forgot that that's the thing out of the stuff I rolled. I'm like, get your own goddamn blood. It's mine. Good to know it's authentic blood, though. You sniffed it out.
Fine, be greedy about it then. I don't even know what you're gonna do about it.
How?
I'm gonna drink it.
Pouts.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna drink it.
It's a waste of blood.
It's dangerous. Don't do that.
Hey,
Oh,
if
me.
Till enjoys it, is it really a waste?
As
not
a
gonna enjoy it for long.
concerned friend who doesn't want their bestie to drink blood.
Is that a bet? Is that a dare, Henri, that you don't think I could handle it?
Till, please don't drink blood.
It's not that I don't think you can handle it. It's that I know that you can't handle it.
I uncork it and drink it.
No! Absolutely not! Can I?
No.
I want to try and take it from Till, please.
I'm gonna prepare to cast Greater Restoration on
Hey,
Till.
I'm just
Till,
glad
what are you
this
doing?
happened.
Till, don't fucking do that. That shit's
I fully-
expensive.
I fully just uncork and chug it immediately. The
Ah.
second
No,
hear
can I
you can't
please
handle
try
it.
and stop him, please?
I'm just gonna
No.
watch this happen.
Roll, both of you roll strength.
I might be
Oh.
a little.
Can I be athletics?
You know, look over at Ember and just say, "Good thing I got more diamonds."
Can I be
What is it?
Can I roll strength? It's kind of like it's a grappling, contested grappling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's athletics.
So yeah, both of you roll athletics.
21.
26.
Shit!
Ooh.
I
No!
will plus 10. I will plus 10.
No! Don't drink the blood!
You,
Henri said he didn't think I could handle it.
you duck out of Addie's way and kind of juke her and go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, no, I wouldn't have hold person prepared. Fuck!
7.
7.
Oh, God.
7.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ! Hold on.
This is
Off to the
called
shadow
fucking
realm.
around and finding out.
You take 8 points of poison damage.
Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. I have 80 hit points.
Jesus, really?
You probably
Yeah.
feel real nauseous though.
Oh, yeah.
What did I tell you,
It
Christ.
doesn't-
dumbass?
It doesn't taste good.
cries
It
in
tasted
60.
delicious.
Listen, when you start shitting out scales, don't come crying to me.
Hey, that just means free marketing and money to make.
All right, whatever you say. You're gonna use whatever gold you get to fucking patch up your asshole. You're gonna be wiping for days. Fucking idiot.
You said I couldn't. I'm handling it. I did not keel over and die.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I flip Henri off.
More future questions with the bad company will wait until next session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Ember,
this.
I used to be. Me and Athelstan used to be a part of Bad Company, and then I left after I joined the Caravans.
I mean, I'm gonna want so many more details, but that can wait till later.
Okie doke. If no one else has anything they want to ask,
No, I think the news. I think Addie was like, "Hey guys, look at this cool bag." Was just gonna like stick their whole like upper half into the bag or some shit. I made this just completely derailed by like the bad company and Till drinking dragon's blood and Addie being like, "No, God fucking damn it! Why would you do this?"
The bag
I
of
got-
holding will be
this
there
is-
for later.
Yeah, this isn't going to come up till like 3 weeks later when Addie just like sticks her whole fucking arm to the bag. She's like, "Oh, where the fuck is that? Where is my soap?" Or something like that. And everyone's just like, "How are you doing that with your arm?"
Richard Sylvester.
Ike, I do have an important question.
What's up?
What's up?
How much? Was there at all a point in the conversation with Till that the librarian considered it? Any type of hesitation here?
I think you know the answer to that question.
All right, okay, just curious.
Oh,
Hold on.
banish.
Banish that fool to the shadow realm.
Oblitero! Banish that fool to the shadow realm!
I want
simply
that
wanted
twig
to know the details of the
obliterated.
story. Damn.
Ceaseless watcher. I want that twink obliterated.
Oh man. Poor Till.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. Thank you for playing, guys.
This was fun.
That was fun.
was
This is good.
I love being a little shit.
It's very fun and funny.
Listen, you have no idea how long I had that like little meat. I wish I could say more.
Till's
I
wisdom
can't wait
strikes
to do
again.
menace on Sylvester's personal
Bill's 8
life.
wisdom strikes again. Bill's 8 wisdom and sheltered upbringing strikes again.
On a scale of Till to Ember, how wise are you?
Apparently, we made this tonight.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording.
I